Hello, and welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom, where we're going to be making a little sister exhibit for our Carcharodontosaurus. Now, what do I mean by a sister exhibit? I mean that this is very sad to walk through, because he seems very lonely. Aren't you? You have enrichment. You can enrich yourself, my friend. You have many bloody pumpkins. Simply do something with them. But what I kind of had in mind was doing a Spinosaurus exhibit right next to the Carcharodontosaurus. We have this side being arid, we have this side being wet. So we kind of have like this whole fire and ice motif going on. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to duplicate and advance edit. I'm going to move it to the other side here. And I'm going to flip it around. Oh. No, fuck. There we go. Flip it around. Scooch this on back here, and there we go. I think. Alright, now the barrier for the Spinosaurus. What I'm thinking, we obviously can't do underwater viewing areas in Prehistoric Kingdom, unfortunately. But let me first put up a fence so that the Spinosaurus can't just leave. Put angle snap back on to 15. Now I can turn the angle snap off. Hello? Curve. Curve. Are those not connecting? Ugh. There we go. So, this will be where our Spinosaurus lies. So let me first just clear out all of these trees, just so I can keep this all fitting. Now. Now. We want a Spinosaurus in here. We also change the color of the rocks. We put them in... What is this color? Not moss. I guess moss will have to do. Actually, what I can... Or not moss. What would you call it? Just set up all the rock. Just reselect all of them. And let's shift the colors to make them a little cooler. Not that cool. But let's see, we have this here. Yeah, I think that that's a nice color. Now, on the opposite side, so going at the fences. Now, we used stone before. Yeah, we'll use these stone bricks. I think that'll be good. Did I make the... No, I didn't. And then for the metal fence, I need to actually add the Big old metal fence here. There we go. Outline is complete. But now, how do we make the interior interesting? Well, for one, because of this, we're gonna have to lower it. We flatten everything. Just like that. Just so the Spinosaurus can't get on out. Now, there is a way to kind of cheat the game into doing the underwater viewing area. However, I would much rather not do that, because it would require me to reset the game over and over again, and it's just a whole mess. And now, where's my wetland? Is this wetland? Nope, this is tropical. Wetland. Just replace everything here real quick with the different type of grass. Just so we get the right vibes. Now, I'm going to need some very deep water. Here's what I'll do. I'll have a big pool there, and then a little pool here. We'll have a waterfall as well. That'll be neat. So, we have those pools. More deep water. We'll do a little less deep, so we'll go 2 meters here. And then we'll go... yeah. Just so we have some... not variety, I guess, but I guess some variety. Here, we can have... another little waterfall. We can have several waterfalls for this Spinosaurus type of enclosure. Now, mind you, waterfalls are not, at least I don't think they're the easiest to work with. Bigger. Yeah, I think that's good. Add the spritz at the bottom. Make this waterfall a little thinner. And we move it a little bit further back. Yeah, just about here is fine, I think. We also throw some rocks back up here. Just so that this cliff doesn't look completely insane. A little insanity never hurt nobody. But complete insanity, that's where problems start. Alright, let me add another bit of spritz at the top here. Just so that things are a little moderate bit normal. Okay, no, we're not doing that then. Let me put that sunk in a little more. Yeah, that's good. And then this one, scoot it back, make it a bit bigger. Let me rotate it a wee bit so that the angle lines up a little better. And by that I mean the angle lines up not at all. There we go. Nope. Completely forgot to actually click the thing. Let me move this on again. Make it bigger. Man, these waterfalls are not the easiest to work with. Let me add some of these smaller ones. Some smaller splashes so that it is seemingly clear that it's bouncing off of the rocks. I think that's alright. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, so that little waterfall is concluded. But now, moving on a bit, do I need another waterfall? Huh. Let me... Is there a reset? This looks better. Let's scoot that up a bit, and then... Oh. Add some more splashes down here. And then some lovely little rocks. Not the massive ones that I see before me right now. Move that out a little further, maybe? Yeah, I think there is better. And then add the splash again. Yeah, I think that that's good. Alright, now I do want to change up this texture. Do I have a rock? Or is it all... It's all going to be wet, of course. It is a wet land. Okay, you know what? I think that that's nice for the waterfall. But I do want to add some rocks and then add some, I guess, waterfalling here. Add just a little splash. And some splashes out at the bottom to create the illusion of a tiny waterfall. Yeah, I think that that's good. It's not perfect, but I think it's good. Let me add my reed clusters because, of course, I must have my reeds. Oh. Alright, let me turn stack off. Where are my horsetails, of course. Some papyrus. Where are my... Where are the... There they are. Cattails. Okay. Big old cypress trees. Because of course. Ooh. Right, the beach. How can I forget the beach? The swamp beach. And of course, my beloved reeds. Bit more cypress. I think I have a suspicion that there are lily pads or something in the game, but I cannot for the life of me actually remember. Is that good? Yeah, I think that's good. Some more horsetails. Yeah, not a lot of commentary on this video. I don't know, I'm having a very weird weekend. Or I guess very weird week. I don't know. This has always been just a nice little getaway for me, playing these games. And it's been a nice way for me to de-stress after weeks of stress. And so I guess that's kind of why I'm here. But it doesn't make for the most entertaining of television, and I'm aware of that, but at the end of the day, this is all still for me in some capacity, so that's kind of, you know, how I justify it to myself. Okay, let me pull up the Paleopedia on Spinosaurus so that I know what else I can put in here besides just the wetland stuff. Because as much as I like the, okay, I can add some, I should add some grassland stuff. Wetland, coastal, and tropical. Alright, this will be good. So let me add some grassland stuff so it's like we have a little continuity between this and the Carcharodontosaurus enclosure. which I think is it's a good thing to have when you have these two like kind of twinning exhibits. Is like having some continuity because they're like vastly different and yet still so similar. Get some acacias. Like this is the lush one. So, you know, it stands to reason that it would be nicer looking. Tropical. Let's see. Let me put on stack objects so that it actually places on the terrain. What else did I say? Coastal, right? No, I don't think it was coastal. Is it coastal? Yeah, it is coastal. Alright, let me get some coastal trees then. Just so that we have a wide array of life in the Spinosaurus enclosure. Sequoias. What a fun little plant sequoias are. Little by no means, no. But fun, very much so. Alright, these I feel like stacking though. These sword ferns. Thinking of making a little bit of a fern wall along this cliff edge. In my beautiful Great Valley of the Spinosaurus. I keep getting absolutely engrossed in the music of this game. It's just, it's so hard not to just get, like, really attached to the music. It's just such good music. Alright, let me see if, can I see a navigation? Oop. Navigation view. Huh, not really gonna know until I put a Spino in here, am I? I guess not. Alright, well, may as well get one. Oh, you're gonna make me go all the way to the... Nope. Alright, Spinosaurus Egypticus. Ever beloved. Happy. Is this new? I don't remember you. No, you are not new. Amit. Sobek. I feel like going with this one. I like the patterning a lot more. You should only need one. Amit looks good too. And Sobek is very nostalgic. But I like the scalier look here. Are you the fluffy one? Yeah, you're the fluffy one. You would be. Yeah, Amit and Sobek are the other body morph, the more stylized one. So I'm gonna go with Happy. Hello. Alright, let me place you here. And now.
While Tyrannosaurus is widely considered the largest predatory dinosaur in terms of sheer bulk, it's not the longest of them. In that competition, it's Spinosaurus who reigns supreme. Much of the bizarre body of Spinosaurus remained a mystery for many years. The original specimen was fragmentary and was tragically destroyed during the bombing of Munich during World War II. Fortunately, recent discoveries of more complete specimens have not only brought its peculiarities to light, but also provided the genetic material needed to perform the miracle of recreating it here in the park.
I should probably do something about the very shallow water it has. But very cool creature. And I like how the cinematic camera is doing this one a lot more justice than the Carcharodontosaurus. Alright, let me fix your pool, as you seem to be struggling. 6 meters. Alright, can I smooth this out? Yes, I can. The question is it deep enough at all? It definitely is not. I don't need it to be crazy deep. I do need it to be deep, so that you can they can actually swim around. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, now, in terms of needs, what do you need, my little friend? Nothing. We've made a good enclosure. What do you have any enrichment needs? Doesn't seem like it, but I should give you some food. So, the good old flat animal feeder. I kind of want to give it a pier, like a little boardwalk that I can walk out. I think I might do that actually. A little feeding, like, walkway that it can go among. Do I want to give it a boardwalk? Ah, see that? That's really cool. Let me put my lovely depth of field back on. My field of view way the hell down. That's so cool. It's such a cool animal, and I love Prehistoric Kingdom's ability to like this feels, it feels so good. Like to see a dinosaur in like a dinosaurish way. I don't love the sounds you make though. Like, this is the thing that Jurassic World Evolution will never ever compete with, is just like that ability to make everything feel real. Like, it can make them feel good, yeah, but real is a different, very different story. Alright, so flat feeder with meat or flat feeder with fish. Fish seems more like the way to go. Alright, I do want to give it a little bit of a platform out here. But unlike Carcharodontosaurus, I think giving it like a proper boardwalk is a neat and novel idea. So I think I'm going to go with it. It's actually building out a boardwalk for this thing. Oh, I don't want to flatten the terrain though. Get some wooden pillars, or wooden beams. Need a long one, need the grid corner. Need to stretch it all the way to the bottom. Which I can't do because of the damn menu in the way. Come on. There we go. There's the boardwalk, and now to put the lovely little fish feeder there. We put the grid off. Stack objects. Now, I think I should put a railing here so the Spinosaurus doesn't jump to its death. Morbid as that may be. Yeah, let me do that. I don't trust you, my dear spiny friend. Grid. But. Huh. Why are you like this? These damn... Let me pick a... This feels... Yeah, the rustic is a good vibe. The rustic is very much the right look for a boardwalk. At least I think it's much more fitting. The grid's so something sometimes. Like, it helps a lot. But sometimes it just... Like, right now. Like, why aren't you just fitting? It's so goddamn close. There we go. And it changed scale. Because I forgot to turn off the scale thing. Nope. God damn it. 2 meters. Alright. We're just going to turn off the grid. And we're going to do this the obnoxious way. Yeah, railings are something that I think the grid is really great when it works, but those times when it doesn't work, it's very inconvenient. It drives me freaking nuts. Now, I don't think the Spinosaurus can jump off of the pier if it wants to, but I don't want to risk it, so that's why we're doing this in the first place. Nope. Duplicate. Send it over. Duplicate. Send it over. There we go. Now Spinosaurus has a little boardwalk. It's got a little place where it can go and eat its lovely fish. I do want to smooth out some of this though, just so that the transition downwards isn't so hazardous. Like if it wants to go into this rough water here. But I think, for the most part, Tetsu seems quite happy.
Youngsters on our keeper staff tell me that online dinosaur forums are rife with arguments about which of the two titans would win in a fight. The mighty T-Rex or the magnificent Spinosaurus? I've never really thought about it. The two would never have met during the Cretaceous. But now, after seeing them in the flesh, I wonder.
And that is a great rationale for me to breed a T-Rex, throw it in there, and make them fight. Except I can't do that because dinosaurs can't fight in this game. Good thing, too. Because, this is not the kind of game that needs it. Like Jurassic World Evolution, yes, make the things fight. But this is just not, it's just not that kind of game. And I am so glad that they have not gone, or they haven't yet gone through that route of, you know, like the combat thing is going to be added at some point, but I don't, like, I get why it's in Jurassic World. Because that's, you know, it's a franchise game, and it's a thing that people like about the franchise is making the dinosaurs fight each other since, I guess, since Jurassic Park 3 and definitely Jurassic World, but this is just not that kind of game, and I'm not saying that, you know, that is a bad thing for either party, because I like making, I still have the fucking monkey part of my brain that likes making dinosaurs fight, because it's cool. Like, I'm not completely insane, I'm still human, but, like, I'm glad that it's not in this particular game. Can I select the freaking... Alright, now to... If I can select the floor, that would be great. Because I know that I used a floor for this and not just... Yeah, like, I can see it. Let me select it, damn it. Yeah, selection tool is being very obnoxious. Let me select the floor. I need to change it. What the hell? There we go. Success achieved. Now expand. And shift over. Beautiful. Now for the attractions. Binoculars. Put angle snap on. 15. Have them on the opposite side. So where did I have the Carcharodontosaurus ones? There. So you'll go here. I said you'd go here. And rotation turn off. And here. Yeah, I think that that's fair. Can I add these to a group? Merge groups. Yes. Alright, select. Okay. Stop it! Let me grab the other binoculars. Okay, so they are merged now. Good. Cool. So, I do want to add some information signs at a point in time. Let me turn the prefabs off. I cannot. What would that be? Education. Like, I do want to add some animation, some signs so that our guests can learn more about our dinosaurs. But for right now, I think that'll be it for the Spinosaurus exhibit. Just a nice little... Okay, actually I'm going to change the boards, because these boards are bothering me. Select all of them. Let's see, which of these feels more... Which of these is screaming more boardwalk? I don't want it to be the tropical one. Go to the modern. I need some of that split there. If I had this in the other direction, that would be great. Like if I could flip them. Let me also darken it a bit. Change the hue a bit to make it a little yellower. Yeah, I think that that's good. Yeah, I think that that is a good little boardwalk for our Spinosaurus. So if it so chooses, it can go upon there and eat. What are you doing right now? I don't really want to butcher that. What exactly? Oh, I'm inside of a rock.
Of course, with its stubby legs and stout proportions, Spinosaurus is not suited to rule terrestrial ecosystems as T-Rex does. Instead, it presides over the aquatic realm. Its dense bones and paddle-like tail provide stability in the water, while its long arms and crocodile-like jaws are perfect for snagging and hauling gigantic fish to shore.
Thank you, Nigel. This is a cool shot. Back up a little, angle, or scoot a little bit upwards. Come on, raise your head. Raise your head, my friend. Or go for a swim. That would be great. If you stopped sleeping. Yeah, alright. So, I think that is going to do it for this episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. We move the time up a little faster so that we don't end on the note of our little friend here just laying down and ignoring us. Our very big little friend. But our little friend nevertheless. Let me get a good shot of you. Just so that the viewers do not go home unimpressed entirely by... Ooh. Turn around a little bit more. Let me shift around the lights a bit and get my lovely little sunrise. Alright, I think that is going to do it for this episode of Prehistoric Kingdom. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you all in the next video.